Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to another weekly roundup. June 22nd, Sunday, going into Monday. But yeah, got a new background, so we can see what that is. We'll slowly be adding some stuff behind me. But yeah, you'll see that with the next few videos. But let's get into it. This will be kind of a short one compared to the other ones, but we're going to start with Pokemon as per usual. At the June 27th, they will be debuting their Pokemon game show on Twitch. That'll be starting at 2 p.m. Pacific time. It's essentially a trivia show for everyone to get involved with that is watching. I'm not exactly sure how any of it's gonna really work aside from just being trivia and you're guessing the answers. I'm not sure if there's gonna be any people where it's a live stream of the show or where you will be actually winning prizes and participating with contestants at home. Not exactly sure, but either way, still pretty fun to see and hear about. I'll probably watch it and see what it's about just to get a better idea of it. And then the other thing in Pokemon is we have Mega Brave and Mega Symphonia, the second dual set, coming to America after the Black Bolt and White Flare release here, which still has a little bit of time. But Mega Brave and Mega Symphonia are going to be those sets that are bringing back Mega Pokemon cards to the TCG and just for collecting in general. At first glance, we have some interesting cards here, especially this Mega Venusaur X. Its ability is you're able to move around any basic grass energy from one of your Pokemon to another Pokemon that is on the bench or in the active spot. It does, it can go anywhere it wants. And then that attack is gonna hit for 240 damage and also heal 30 damage from the Mega Venusaur X, which is a pretty huge amount, especially considering that things like Charizard and Gardevoir use their stuff just amps up with either more damage or with more prize cards you take. So taking that 30 damage off of you can really help, especially if you're going up against Charizard. It's gonna have to it'll technically nullify Defiance Band, or we'll just kind of make them have to work a little bit extra moving that 30 damage to you. So that's one case I can see it working. At first glance, it seems a little busted, but I really don't think it's going to change up too much of the meta, but we really don't know until things get out of here. There's other TCG players that are like way better than me at the game that are talking about this card, and they may have a better take than me on exactly how it will change the meta. But before every set comes out or some new sets, there's always cards and there where people say, oh no, this is broken, or no, it's going to end the meta that's currently alive, and then it comes out and nothing really happens. So we really don't know until it gets out or until we start seeing some plays in Japan. Either way, I really don't feel too strongly about the set in terms of dethroning Gardevoir from being the top deck. So we will see. But I am excited for what these new Mega cards are going to look like. We're getting a glimpse of some of them, but ready to see some art rares and special art rares and other things like that. Another cool card coming out of this is the Mega Latias, which is going to let you hit for 40 damage and then switch one of your Pokemon, or switch that Pokemon with one of the Pokemon on your bench, or you can charge up for 3 energy and hit for 300 damage, discarding all the energy, which, hey, that can work, especially if you're like, hey, I plan on dying anyway after this turn. Going out with 300 is enough to take out most big stage 2 Pokemon. But as you're seeing with these X cards, they're already teetering over the 300 mark with 340 or 360 with the Gardevoir. But if they throw on something like a Bravery Charm, a Luxurious Cape, or the A-Spec Cape, you're getting over to 400 or 460 depending on which item or tool you equip. But yeah, that's gonna be pretty cool, especially with it being a dual set. I'm pretty excited. I haven't opened up any of the Black Bolt or White Flare cards yet, but I will be getting a pack of those pretty soon, or a booster box of those for the Japan version. Good luck getting the English version for right now. I've kind of given up on that for a moment. And then So that's kind of it for for that. Aside from Magic releasing Final Fantasy recently, that's been a huge grab for people in the TCG. I don't collect Magic, but good luck to everybody out there watching that does collect Magic, because yeah, that's Final Fantasy set's pretty hard to get sometimes, as I'm seeing. It's kind of hit and miss. Moving into movies, we've kind of had an interesting weekend. How to Train Your Dragon, Elio, and gosh, what was that movie? 28 Years Later. All released around the same time this past week. Doing really good for 2 out of the 3. Alio domestically is the lowest opening for a Pixar movie in Pixar's history, which kind of sucks. I'm not sure if it's either because of the movie or if it had to go up against live action How to Train Your Dragon and 28 Years Later, which is, if you guys have watched the 28 blank later series, you know it's kind of a big deal that this finally released. Good thing is, How to Train Your Dragon 28 Years Later are at the top, so that's good signs. Haven't really heard anything bad about either of the movies. Honestly, any of the 3 up there, but I'm pretty excited to actually see another new Pixar movie. I love Pixar, as you guys probably know, but also, honestly, all 3 of those movies are pretty good, and I'm pretty excited to see all of them. Aside from that, we also have Silent Hill 2 is said to be releasing next January, along with other Silent Hill movies being in the works, which is going to be pretty cool. Honestly, I might skip that one. I do like scary things, but Silent Hill definitely creeps me out. But I did watch the first one when it came out a long time ago, so I will more than likely watch this at some point, but I'm not in a rush. But to all you fans out there that love the Silent Hill series and love the horror genre, that's awesome. Good to hear. Good news for you guys, right? And then over on the Lego side, figure side of things, the Godzilla idea set got officially approved, which is pretty cool. So that's currently being built or made in the works by Master Builders, and also Lego getting licensing or official licensing with the Godzilla franchise. So that's pretty cool, meshing both worlds for a lot of you people out there that collect Godzilla and Lego. Of course, this Godzilla figure won't be as detailed as what we're used to some of the other things that Godzilla has out there, but hey, something's better than nothing, and I think it'd be cool to finally get this blocky look on Godzilla. The other thing too is, I believe yesterday or earlier this week, pre-orders have been going live for Lego OnePiece live action sets. If you guys are looking into collecting that, check Target and a few other retailers. They may have the pre-orders going live. I expect it to be pretty popular, but I also, Lego sets is not too often do these things sell out unless it's a big major set that's kind of hard to find because of the piece size, which some of these, I believe, when I looked at it a while back, the piece sizes for some of these sets was like in the 3,000s. So that's a decent sized set. Another thing is Demon Slayer, so not Lego related at all. They are having a scheduled release for the last few months in the year of different figures. This month should be Rengoku, and then July we have Akaza, a Tanjiro Figure Arts Mini, and then Proplica Nichiren Sword, which is pretty cool if you guys want to go check that out. And then we have a few more figures releasing in August and September, and all this information came from the Tomashi Instagram, their official Instagram, but that's pretty exciting and pretty cool to look forward to. Us get you some nice figures before Infinity Castle movie drops. And in video games, we have Marathon delayed indefinitely. Obvious reasons, because a lot of the controversy around the stolen artwork, and then also just bad early reviews from the early playtests that people were allowed to have in the stream. I was really excited about the game when I first heard of it, but with the amount of little details coming out prior up to the lead up of the playtest and everything else, I'm like, I don't know, don't feel too hot about it. But hopefully this time allows them to correct the stuff with the artwork, surrounded by the artwork, and also improve on the gameplay and take some of that feedback that they got from the community during those early playtests. I really want to see this game succeed because it's been a long time since I really enjoyed a Bungie game that wasn't Destiny. Another thing in video games is the Borderlands 4 official trailer dropped, which is pretty cool. I was really excited to see some of the gameplay on that, and also Moxie's in there too. Doesn't age apparently. But this is gonna be pretty cool, and hopefully we get some more gameplay footage later on and just some more information about just new mechanics in the game. But other than that, that's it for this week. Like I said, keeping it shorter than usual. Everyone have a good start of your week, and yeah, catch y'all later. Bye.